Hello everyone. In today's exercise, we will complete a new part. I will show you an important technique. Let's explore a step by step and build the part together.
I was dreaming in my sleep, now wide awake. With Kathy up by my side, there's no mistake. Always had a wish to create and design. Now I'm building futures one line at a time. Could sketch a ship or design a plane. With Kathia, every dream I can sustain. Stay with me, I'll show you how it's done. Our journey to the stars has just begun. Dreams with Kathia come alive, stay tuned. In a world of possibilities, our talents bloomed. From the sketch pad to reality, watch us soar. With every click and curve, we crave for more. From the smallest bolt to towering steel, with Kathia, our thoughts become real. Together we'll create wonders to see. In this world of design, just you and me. Step aside now, let's make way. With Kathia, we'll change the day. Innovation's heartbeat, hear it beat.
Hello everyone. Today we want to draw this part together. First, we will examine and analyze the shape. Keep this important point in mind. Always look for symmetry points. Try to choose points that have more elements symmetrical to them. Then find the best point for the origin. Finally, select the first element to draw. The first element should be the one on which other elements are based. Now you see a tube in the shape. This tube has a cut on one side. Two straps are added on the edges of the cut. Two rectangular parts are connected to the top and bottom of the tube. On the left side of the tube, there is also a rectangular protrusion. We also have a stiffener. Now look at my part plane and main coordinate axis. You can see the direction of the x-axis. I will place the tube axis along the x-axis. This way my 3D design will look like the shape. I can draw the tube first, then added the two straps. Or I can draw all three together and give them a pad. I will choose the second method. I enter the sketch environment using the YZ plane. I draw the sketch and fully constrain it. I draw the shape so that the circle center matches the origin. This helps to draw the next shapes more easily. I return to the part environment. I activate the pad command. Always create the pads symmetrically on both sides. You can see the shape. With this method, I have moved a few steps forward. Now I will draw the cubes on the tube. To do this, I create a plane tangent to the top surface of the tube. The easiest way to create the plane is using the offset option. Set the offset distance equal the tube's outer radius to create a tangent plane. I enter the sketch environment on the new plane. Look, now the coordinate center is exactly in the middle of the tube. So drawing a square sketch will be easier. I draw a center rectangle. Two numbers on the drawing show that the sketch should be a square. I will show you the dimensions with the mouse. I set its length and width equal. The square side is 36 mm. I return to the part environment and pat the sketch in two directions. I give the sketch a height in the opposite direction in the second limit. You should extract this number from the drawing. Now I create the slot inside the cube. I use a rectangle. I dimension the rectangle. I only create the necessary dimensions. Since the sketch depends on the main geometry, full constraints are not needed. I return to the part environment. I remove the sketch volume from the main body using the pocket tool. Now I use the Tritangent Fillet tool to round the top of the cube. If I want to use this tool after creating the slot, I need to activate and run it twice. I can also do another action. I click the plus sign next to the pad. The pad sublist opens. I right-click on the sketch. A drop-down menu appears. There is a command in this list called Define in Work Object. I click on it. You see that the slot disappears in the shape. Has the slot been deleted? No, it hasn't. With this action, the software only shows the pad step. It does not show anything down after that. Now I run the Tritangent Fillet tool. I select the side and top surfaces of the cube. Remember to select the correct surfaces. You see this command is created under the pad. Now I right-click on the sketch for the pocket. In the opened menu, I click Define in Work Object again. The slot appears again. Now the software shows the design until the last step. Note that the fillet created here is part of the shape. At this stage, I create a hole with a diameter of 18 mm. After creating the hole, the top rectangular cube is completed. Now I want to create its mirror. Since I drew the tube exactly at the origin, I can easily mirror it. Now which element should I select for mirroring from the design tree? If I click on the pad only and activate the mirror tool, you see that only the rectangular cube is mirrored. So what should I do? I need to select the pad, fillet, pocket, and hole together. I move the mouse over the pad and click. I hold the Shift key and click on the hole. The pad, hole, and all elements in between them are selected. Now I activate the mirror tool. I get a warning. The warning says the result may be incorrect. I click Yes. The mirror window opens. In the Object to Mirror section, you see 4 elements. If I click on Selection, you see the names of the 4 elements in the selection window. I clicking the mirroring element box to make it blue. I click on the XY plane as the mirror plane. The mirrored shape is created. Now I draw the stiffener. I enter the sketch on the YZ plane. I draw a diagonal line. I make the line ends coincident with the edges and set the required dimensions. I return to the part environment. I activate the Stiffener tool. I create the stiffener based on the drawing size. Now I create the remaining holes. Finally, I create the necessary fillets. You can see the final shape. In this exercise, you learn an important design point. That is creating an element in the middle of existing elements in the design tree. Watch the lesson carefully. The second time, draw the design from memory. Good luck. See you in the next lesson.